Hey guys, and welcome back to Legomaster627's Creations. So today is Monday, October 7th, 2024, and now that it's October, we're gonna finally kick into some Halloween-themed creations. Yep. And I can also confirm that every single creation this entire month, much like the last few years, are all Halloween related. That also means every single episode this entire month, because we also got the Halloween event on the 21st. So, the last time I accessed this was 10/7/24 at 7:18 p.m. The main reason is because I needed to, of course, get ready for this episode. Which, with that said, let's get into now. As you all know, the world is still the way until October 21st, when the Halloween event goes live. For now, though, before we jump into it, let's see which cat we get today. Stripes! Hey, what do you know? It works because it's October. And they're also orange after all. Yellow/orange. Anyway. Alright, we have found Stripes. Now, we're going to be making our way back into the ZL2 series for the first time in almost an entire freaking year. I say that because the last time we created anything here was when we made the 300 episode cake for ZL2 all the way back on November 27th, 2023. That's almost an entire year ago in like a month and a half. A month and 20 days to be exact. Wow, we really went that long? That's probably the longest we've ever gone without making a single creation in this part of the world. That's actually insane. 11 months. Almost at least. But this is actually where we're going to be spending basically the entire month outside of the 21st. So, what we're going to be doing is creating the 2022 Halloween Skyscraper. Now, to save all of you time, I am going to build the walls and windows of these rooms off camera. And then I'm going to come back and then build all the challenges that were in them. That's what I'm actually going to do for a lot of these, because that's not going to be the only one that we're creating. Or, well, at least this month. We got 2 more later in the month. So let's get straight into it. Alright guys, I am back. That took a lot longer than I probably thought it was. But, hey, we completed it. Well, just the rooms. Now we gotta add in all the challenges. So, as you can see, before we add in all the challenges, here's proof that I did actually make all the rooms. Yes, all the bats are spawning because obviously it is dark as heck in here. But it won't be for that long, actually. But yeah, there's your proof. We built everything. Oh, never mind. I forgot about the fences on the balcony. 1 sec. Okay, so I just found out what those were. Yeah, as you can see though, yeah, all the rooms are built just the way they normally are. Hopefully I got the size of this correct. That would be nice. In all seriousness, now let's make the challenges. Right, so the problem with this first one is that it was a maze, and the footage does not do a good job of knowing what it actually looks like built in physically. We might just have to do a random one for the sake of this world. Because I literally look back at footage, it is so crammed in that I have no idea how it actually looks like in the way that the paths go. So we might just have to make a custom one for the sake of this world. I hope you guys are cool. The rest of these though should be their original counterpart. Now, technically we can still use the original blocks that it was made out of, but not using the original design that it was based off. That I can assure at least. Hope you guys understand, and let's get started. Alright, so we're actually only going to need like 1 block in particular, and that is the chiseled nether bricks. You see, this is going to be different since we're going to be making our own version, since the footage is way too hard to tell what's the OG version and what's the original. Yeah, because, yeah, I can't even tell, man. I looked all over. So, yep. Custom version it is! Trust me though, I'll make this just as hard. Hopefully. Because we don't want it to be all easy here now, do we? And yes, Stripes is still here, of course, because obviously he's here for the whole video. In all seriousness, yeah, it should be really cool. It should be really, really cool to see a new custom version from this perspective. It's actually going to look really cool because it like shows that I actually still have some creativity, even if I have to redo the whole thing. So, yeah. Anyway, so yeah. Now, like I just stated, the others will be done in their original counterparts, such as the second, third, and fourth one, respectively, which will actually be really, really cool. As I do have good enough footage for them, I do know exactly what they're meant to look like. It's just the maze one I just physically cannot, unfortunately. As fortunate as that is, we're just gonna have to live. And I am completely fine with that. But no, seriously though, guys, this actually is really cool, I'm gonna be honest though. Oh, right. So we're gonna do it in this perspective. This part actually will not take long, the whole maze thing, actually, because, yeah. Like, it shouldn't take long at all, actually, from what I'm doing in this perspective. It's actually good, so we're not here all night. Literally, because it's like, yeah, it's like almost 9 p.m. at night. I think I started this, like, earlier in the hour. I do apologize for all the time differences, by the way. That's not intentional. There's just a lot of stuff going on in real life in my house right now, so that's probably why. Anyway, I know the lighting in here is pretty dark, and main reason is because, again, this is a Halloween-themed room. So it's as expected that the lighting is a bit off, or just darker than normal. And I think actually in the original, it also was like this, because I did have to look at all these rooms properly before making them, to make sure I got the lighting correct. And I did, which is good, considering, you know, it's meant to look like this. At least the lighting is for the room in particular. Now, we're going to have to keep that part open because that's the window. So, that at least we have to keep in mind because, again, that's the room itself. So we're actually almost done with the maze, actually, and probably just not long from now, actually. In fact, I think we might actually straight up be done, actually, with the maze. I know, it's kind of hard to see, but that's completely fine. Yep, there we go. I think that's going to be it for the maze, because I can't think of anything else that we can do for it. And yeah, I'm just going to probably like test it out and see how it looks from a perspective, which I hope to God I get this in a good way. Otherwise, we are done for. So I'm going to test it now, and we are going to see if I did a good job. I think I did a pretty good job. The maze looks pretty cool. I know I'm going through it rather quick, but granted, we still have another 3 challenges to get to, which, ironically speaking of which, I think this is easy enough. And see, we can actually see what the challenge looks like this time, unlike the first one. So that's a plus. And it's actually only going to require these 3 blocks in particular. Yep, literally just these 3 that I'm currently carrying in my inventory. So, that's a plus. Okay, just making sure if, like, one of them was near the wall. Cool. Normally, I check footage on pause nowadays. I did make a little thing back in 2021 where I said that I should probably start doing that. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna probably start trying to do that again if I haven't still done that this whole time, because I've actually recently watched back some episodes where I actually did that. Alright, that is 1 graveyard down. The next one is literally right next to the stairs, so actually this will not take long at all, according to what I've seen via some footage. Assuming the bats don't get in the way, of course. Yeah, you gotta remember the bats as well, god dang it. In actual seriousness, I don't think these guys will really get in the way that much, so yeah, let me just make sure I got everything correct. Yep, I think we can pull that off. Thank God I looked at that, because I don't think I would have had a genuine good idea of what the heck we were doing if I didn't look at that. Thank God I'm good to remember to check these things, because again, if I didn't know what the frick we would be doing. God, that's the beauty of footage, guys. That is just the beauty of having this footage, is being able to know if you got certain things correct if you're recreating them. So that's the good thing. And do we got anything over in this corner? Let's check. Yes, we do. But that shouldn't take long at all. Let's do that real quick. From what I can tell, we have to do it in this specific format. Assuming, again, remember, the bats don't get in the way, of course. Remember that. Alright, and I think that's it. Yep, that's it. We're done with the room. On to the next one. Oh yeah, this one's easy. This one will probably take the least amount of time. Let's do it. So, you're probably surprised how quickly I'm actually getting through these, which I'm honestly also kind of surprised myself. I was not expecting to get through these quicker than I intentionally thought. So that's one thing you might actually be kind of surprised about, is the fact that I'm actually getting through these a lot quicker than you guys were probably expecting me to. And yes, like, we got it right. Let's go. Oh, to an extent. Oh, we only missed those two, but whatever. Let's add those in now, shall we? There we go. Now that the room's mainly done, all we need left is just the orange fence, which, let's add that in real quick, which is mainly meant to go pretty much right where Stripes is standing. Alright, so we are going to have to put that right here. Mainly from our perspective, at least my perspective. And done already. Dang, we're quick. Yep, we sure got it right. Let's go. Okay, except for that last jack-o'-lantern right there. Let me go ahead and add that in now. Dang, we are getting through these so quickly. Dang, can you believe it? We are getting through these so much more quicker than I intentionally thought we would. And that's awesome, because we're already on the last one. And I think this one's actually going to be really easy, because I think there's only like one thing in here. Let's see what that was. Huh. I forgot Rose Crystal was with us in this last one. This doesn't even look that hard. Although, granted, there was something here before it turned into a candy station, so we'll probably add in that version. Okay, so here we have a perspective of what the room looks like, at least before the candy station was implemented on Halloween. Thing is, though, we did have the Skulk's Shrieker. So we're mainly going to have to implement the room like this, specifically in the way that you see it here. Which means this shouldn't actually take that long, mainly because all we have to add in are just, well, that. We're already done. Well, what a coincidence. Interesting. There we go, just making sure my volume was on. But yeah, that's the last room, guys. There's nothing else to say here. Other than I just remembered that there were no lights in here. So there goes that idea. Oh, never mind. Apparently there were cobwebs literally all over the walls. Looks like we weren't done after all, everybody. Looks like we still have to add cobwebs to literally every single freaking wall that we see here. That's not bad. I can literally do that, like, literally right now. It's not even that freaking hard. Like, look at this. Look how hard that's... Look how, not hard that is. That's actually really, really easy, because you just have to place like 2 extra cobwebs on each wall, which is not even that difficult. And that even includes down here as well. All you really got to do is take out a bit of the maze, and then you just got to do it from this angle. I will put back everything after, of course. Remember that. And we are pretty much all set. We can just go ahead and implement those now. And yeah, we're done. We can literally get out of the skyscraper now. We can just put all the maze pieces back real quick. Let me just go ahead and do that. There we go. Oh, 1 second. I realized I was still using the stairs the whole time and not the chiseled, nether bricks, so I fixed it. And guys, that actually wraps up the entirety of the 2022 Skyscraper. And not only that, the end of this video. Guys, this was very fun to create. It was very, very fun to create, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. So next time on October 14th, we are going to be taking a look and also building the 2023 ZL2 Skyscraper, which also is completely different, not only in terms of the color of each room, but also the challenges as well. So this will be extremely interesting. So do look out for that next time. With all that said, I will see you all next time.